On January 20th, 2025, President Joe Biden stepped into the hallowed halls of the National Museum of African American History and Culture. This wasn't just a routine visit, it was a powerful symbol of recognition. Biden's presence underscored the ongoing fight for racial justice in America. His visit served as a poignant reminder of the nation's complex past and the importance of understanding African American history. This visit was particularly significant given the heightened focus on racial equality in recent years. The Black Lives Matter movement and other social justice initiatives have brought these issues to the forefront. Biden's presence at the museum sent a clear message. America's history of racial injustice cannot be ignored. The timing of Biden's visit, shortly after Martin Luther King Jr. Day, amplified its significance. Dr. King's legacy loomed large as a reminder of the ongoing struggle for civil rights. Biden's visit served as a call to action, urging Americans to honor Dr. King's dream by continuing the fight for racial justice. The National Museum of African American History and Culture stands as a powerful testament to the African American experience. Its unique architecture, evocative exhibits, and poignant artifacts offer a journey through centuries of triumph and adversity. Visitors are confronted with the harsh realities of slavery, segregation, and discrimination. Yet the museum also celebrates the resilience, creativity, and indomitable spirit of African Americans. From the depths of oppression to the heights of cultural achievement, the museum showcases the significant contributions of African Americans to the nation's fabric. Walking through the museum's exhibits is an emotional experience. Visitors are confronted with the painful legacy of slavery. They witness the struggle for civil rights. They are inspired by the countless stories of courage, determination, and hope. The museum serves as a reminder that African American history is American history. It is a history that deserves to be told, remembered, and understood by all. President Biden's speech at the museum was a powerful call for unity and understanding. He acknowledged the deep wounds of the past, recognizing the systemic racism that continues to plague American society. His words resonated with a profound sense of empathy and a commitment to healing. We must face our history, not to be trapped by it, but to learn from it, Biden stated, his voice echoing through the hushed hall. We must confront the systemic racism that still stains our nation's soul. His words were a stark reminder of the unfinished work of racial justice. Biden spoke of the importance of confronting uncomfortable truths. He emphasized the need to dismantle systemic barriers that perpetuate inequality. His message was clear: achieving true justice requires a collective effort. This is not just a black issue, Biden asserted, it's an American issue. We all have a role to play in building a more just and equitable society. His words served as a call to action for all Americans. Biden's speech went beyond acknowledging the pain of the past. It offered a vision for a more equitable future. He challenged Americans to embrace diversity as a strength and to work together to dismantle systemic racism. His words were a call for unity, a plea for understanding, and a commitment to progress. We are a nation of immigrants, a tapestry of cultures and colors, Biden proclaimed. Our diversity is our strength, not our weakness. He emphasized the importance of embracing inclusivity as a core American value. Biden called for a renewed focus on education, economic opportunity, and criminal justice reform. He stressed the need for policies that uplift marginalized communities and create a more just and equitable society for all. We can overcome the challenges of our time, Biden declared, but we must do it together. We must summon the courage to build a better future for our children and grandchildren. His words resonated with hope and a belief in the power of collective action. Section 5. A nation reflects reactions to the historic visit. President Biden's visit to the National Museum of African American History and Culture sparked a wave of reactions across the country. Civil rights leaders, politicians, and everyday citizens weighed in on the significance of the moment. Many expressed hope that Biden's visit would signal a renewed commitment to addressing racial injustice. It was incredibly powerful to see President Biden at the museum, said Reverend Al Sharpton, a prominent civil rights activist. His presence sends a message that this administration is taking the issue of racial justice seriously. Others expressed cautious optimism, emphasizing the need for concrete action to back up Biden's words. We need more than just symbolic gestures, stated Congresswoman Barbara Lee. We need real policy changes that address the root causes of racial inequality. Social media platforms were abuzz with discussions about Biden's visit. Many users shared their personal reflections on the importance of remembering history and fighting for justice. Section 6. Amplifying marginalized voices, the importance of representation. Biden's visit to the museum also highlighted the importance of representation and the power of diverse voices. The museum itself stands as a testament to the often overlooked narratives of African Americans. By visiting the museum, Biden acknowledged the significance of these stories and their place in the broader American narrative. The visit served as a reminder that representation matters. Seeing a president engage with the history and culture of marginalized communities sends a powerful message of inclusion and validation. It also underscores the importance of diverse perspectives in shaping national dialogue and policy. The presence of young people of color at the museum during Biden's visit added another layer of significance. It highlighted the importance of engaging future generations in conversations about race and equality. By amplifying marginalized voices, Biden's visit served as a catalyst for broader discussions about race, identity, and belonging in America. It underscored the need for continued dialogue and a commitment to creating a more inclusive society. Section 7. Education, the cornerstone of progress. Throughout his speech, President Biden emphasized the transformative power of education in dismantling systemic racism. He stressed the importance of teaching a complete and accurate history of the United States, one that confronts the painful legacy of slavery and segregation. Biden called for increased funding for schools in underserved communities and highlighted the need to address disparities in educational access and resources. He stressed the importance of creating equitable learning environments where all students have the opportunity to thrive. Education is the key to unlocking the full potential of our nation, Biden declared. We must ensure that every child, regardless of their zip code or skin color, has access to a quality education. By prioritizing education, Biden signaled a commitment to breaking down systemic barriers and creating a more just and equitable society. Section 8. The unfinished work, a continued fight for equality. While Biden's visit to the National Museum of African American History and Culture was a significant moment, it was just one step in the long and arduous journey towards racial justice. The fight for equality requires sustained effort, unwavering commitment, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. The work of dismantling systemic racism goes beyond symbolic gestures. It demands policy changes, economic reforms, and a fundamental shift in attitudes and beliefs. It requires a collective commitment to creating a society where everyone has an equal opportunity to succeed. The fight for racial justice is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires vigilance, perseverance, and a refusal to accept the status quo. It demands that we hold our leaders accountable and continue to push for progress. Section 9. A call to action, engaging in the dialogue for a more just future. President Biden's visit to the National Museum of African American History and Culture served as a powerful reminder of the importance of engaging in open and honest conversations about race and equality. It underscored the need for empathy, understanding, and a commitment to creating a more just and equitable society. As citizens, we have a responsibility to educate ourselves about the history of racial injustice in this country. We must be willing to listen to and learn from the experiences of others. We must challenge our own biases and prejudices. Let us use this moment as a catalyst for meaningful action. Let us support organizations working to advance racial justice. Let us advocate for policies that promote equality and opportunity for all. The journey towards a more perfect union is ongoing. Let us continue to move forward with hope, determination, and an unwavering commitment to creating a better future for generations to come.